Hey guys, it's Zenith Darksky here with another Metalhead Reacts, another music video reaction. I know it's been forever. I'm sorry. I know I'm a criminal. But either way, I'm here. I'm doing some more music reactions just to kind of kickstart some of the content coming back to the channel. And this first one is going to surprise a few of people because I know a lot of you are looking for a lot of pop reactions, such as SB19 and stuff like that. However, today we're going to start with actually recording a video for Evanescence, doing their new song Afterlife for the Netflix series Devil May Cry coming up. I just used to be a huge fan of Evanescence, and I think it would be really cool to do an Evanescence video. I'm sorry, because I know some of you are like you were probably coming into this really wanting the the thing that you normally get over here, but not today, unfortunately. I will be recording some of those today. That's just not what we're getting immediately. Um, Either way, we're about to jump into this. Let me make sure my chroma key is set okay for the opacity here. Oh, all right, and let's get into this. Afterlife by Evanescence.
Gentlemen, this is your primary objective. His name is Dante.
Hide before the floodgates open. Can we just lie here till it's all over? I hear the violence calling, turn run inside. You build your walls but can't forget the hate. You hide down to finally meet you in the
Okay, let me stop right there real quick. First of all, let me turn it down a little bit. That's gonna get us in trouble on YouTube. Um, with that increased volume. I know this first video back is probably a little scuffed. I'm doing things a little differently than I used to. Either way, so immediately clean, beautiful vocals from Amy. I love that. That's the nostalgia for one. And then I used to be a Devil May Cry fan on some of the video games back in the day. So obviously that takes me back. The nostalgia of that hits me pretty hard a little bit right off the bat as well. I do want to say the animation of the show looks great. I'm not here to really judge the show itself, but the animation of the show looks fantastic. I'm super excited for that. And I love how they're mixing some of the animation with the lyric video as well. Like the lyrics were on the gun or kind of an opaque. Some of the lyric kind of opaque and back off to the side. That's really cool. I like that from an editing perspective. I'm a really big fan of things like that. Obviously, we listened to kind of an intro there. Um, Very soft with kind of a guitar lead coming in there as well, and then hitting really big there as well. I'm always a big fan of that. But yeah, let's take it back a minute and get right back into this. But I'm loving this so far.
down to finally meet you in the afterlife. Save me from this pain, feel the cold inside. Just
Oh. Ooh. Okay, so really quick, I just want to comment on that. So we had this kind of big chorus comes in, kind of aggressive and heavy, and then right there, a soft kind of fading out of the chorus back into like the bridge and the next verse and everything. They're really sick. Also, animation looks great. Animation looks fantastic. Let's get right back into it though. Mm. So real quick before we get into what sounds like a breakdown or a bridge or something there, I want to say that again, animation looks great. I know, I'm supposed to be like listening to the music, judging the music, and I am. I really also like the theme of like the song, the message of the song um with this adaptation as well, because we're getting a song about, it's called Afterlife, so it makes you think like, okay, like it's gonna be singing about the afterlife. It sounds like it's more coming from the standpoint of like, I'm not afraid to go into the afterlife, I'm not afraid to die, like, and it's so, that hits so hard with Dante and everything from Devil May Cry, because it's like, this dude is fearless, you know. This dude just is a killer, you know. And not in a bad, well, yeah, it depends who you ask, but I would say not in a bad way. He's just he's not afraid to die, you know. He's not afraid to go into the afterlife or anything like that, because this dude's not gonna stop fighting, dude. This dude's not gonna stop fighting if he's in the afterlife, if he's undead, or if he's dead, you know, anything like that. um, so I think the song fits very well. I'm curious if the song is an Evanescence like song from an upcoming album, or an album that's already out, maybe, that I'm not aware of, or if this song was done specifically for the Devil May Cry series. If it was, then yeah, of course, it fits perfect, and obviously it also sounds like either someone gave them a really good rundown of the series to write the lyrics for the song, um or maybe some of the members of Evanescence are fans. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're only halfway through the song, so I'll try to shut up a little bit, but let's keep going. Ooh. Seeing some big names here. Oh my god, I love how that bridge went into the next chorus as well, and she hits that really clean, not super high, but kind of higher belt kind of note there, and then in the afterlife, like we go right back into the chorus. That sounds insane. I love that. Let's keep it going, dude. But also, like I mentioned there, we're seeing some big name kind of characters as well. Just some quick clips of them. Flashing through here as well. So that's just exciting as a fan of Devil May Cry. I haven't done any kind of review things in a long time, but this series I might do like a review thing. Tell me in the comments down below if you're a fan of Devil May Cry and you would like to see me do a series on like a review, not a series, but an episode, like review episode of what did I used to call it? Darksky game reviews, I guess. Um of this series, because this seems really cool. Either way, let's keep going. Woo! Woo! Ooh! I like the contrast really quick right there with that last part of that song right there. I guess it's not over yet, but that soft kind of vocals, but underneath that you hear the dun, dun, like the still heavy kind of power chords or whatever on the guitar there. That's it was just a nice contrast for it. Let me go back and then we'll keep going here. And we have it echoing out here a little bit. Ooh, I like that guitar outro. that soft vocal undertone there.
Now, we all go down the rabbit hole together.
April 3rd. Ooh, 4 days from when I'm recording this. Oh my god, dude. It seems, dude, that's I'm excited. I'm pumped. That seems so cool. I'm not like the biggest Devil May Cry fan, but I've just always loved the story and the vibe and the feel. It's super edgy, super early 2000s. Just kind of a rock feel to the whole game and stuff. Anyways, just super edgy, and I loved it. I know some people are like kind of make fun of like the edgelord, edgy kind of things, but I'm sorry. It looks really cool, and to get Evanescence. So these games were coming out in the early 2000s, and you know that's obviously we got them into the 2010s and stuff as well, but these games originally were coming out in the early 2000s, which is when like Evanescence and Seether and Shinedown and stuff were huge. You know, they were on pop radio and everything. It wasn't back then. Rock wasn't just kind of in its own area like it is right now. Rock's kind of on the underground. Although with Sleep Token and stuff, it's really hitting a high. Bad Omens and Spirit Box and stuff, really hitting a high right now. But woo! So to get an early 2000s band, I'm kind of curious if they're gonna get some more music from some of those early 2000s rock bands like Shinedown and Seether and stuff like that to really give just a nice edgy early 2000s feel to everything. That's when I was growing up, so I'm a huge fan of that era anyways, especially musically. I was big into Linkin Park and Evanescence, Alien Ant Farm, Seether, stuff like that. So that would be really cool if they did the whole soundtrack like that. I love this song. Tell me what you guys think of the song down below if you have any ideas for what they might hit on in the show, and what kind of bands you would like to see as well on the soundtrack for this show. Tell me all that down below in the comments. You can hate me in the comments for how long I've been gone. I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm getting back into it. Be sure to hit that like button if you did like the video, or if you like the song. Share it around so your friends can kind of get a feel for it as well. And be sure to hit that subscribe if you guys haven't already. I haven't looked at it in a minute, but I think last time I checked, over 90% of you guys watching still aren't subscribed. So go ahead and hit that sub button if you're new here. Plenty more content. I do streams on YouTube and stuff, and on TikTok as well. So be sure you join me there. I am Zenith Darksky on every platform, even Facebook nowadays. So be sure to join me anywhere, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Thank you.